This is just a preview video. I don't really have a strong point. It's almost midnight. Like, I'm having trouble sleeping over this. Y'all, the Cleveland VA chaplain service is captured territory. This is the fifth VA chaplain service I've been involved with. You know, they all have multiple chaplains working in their department. There's always that one that wears his little rainbow pin a year round. And sometimes he's even like the fun one or whatever. Not always. But this place I'm at right now, all these chaplains have their like her, she, he, him pronoun stuff. And like, I don't think any of them are trans. Like, all the ones with the she, her look like women. All the ones with the he, him look like men. Everybody's wearing the rainbow pin. Gay flags up in the office. Fight the patriarchy on their mugs. I mean, these are people who are, your tax money is paying their salaries. And, before I even showed up, they sent me this thing. I'm doing this educational fellowship. I just got my doctoral degree in pastoral counseling. This is supposed to kind of like help me, broaden my repertoire as a chaplain. And, man, it's captured territory. Like, it was a huge mistake for me to come up here. I've worked at other VAs. They were not like this. Like I said, they might have like the one guy who this sort of thing was his thing, but it's everybody up here. I mean, almost every single one, almost like they select for it. How I got through the selection process and ended up here is beyond me, but it's wild. This is just a preview video. I don't really have a strong point. It's almost midnight. Like, I'm having trouble sleeping over this. I just being in this environment is toxic to me. I mean, it is far left, woke, just apex. I mean, it's everything. Like, it's the caricature of left woke corporate environment, except it's in real life and it's not corporate. It's your tax dollars paying these people's salaries to tell me I can't call God he, but they can wave a gay pride flag in my face every day. And it's ridiculous. I'm about $1,000 in on this, because I've got a place to stay. Most of that's wrapped up in being just physically having a place to sleep here in Cleveland. And it'll take me till the 20th to recoup that $1,000 that I've invested in being here. I don't know that I can stay any longer than that. Maybe I will. There's a part of me that's like, document this stuff, put it on Microbius Americana, show people what's going on here, just like a piece at a time, like one thing a day. And I met a nice lady today. We were talking about Jordan Peterson. She's also, a veteran, but she's not a patient, so there's not like a weird conflict of interest. I kind of wouldn't mind sticking around and talking to her more, but I don't think I can be here. Like, it is, to somebody who's, I don't even think I'm like that right wing or particularly based, but these aren't my sensibilities. In fact, these behaviors, this culture, in my opinion, is the opposite of sensibility. It's nonsense. It's a mind virus. I mean, we all know that with the Smith-Mund Act, and was it 12 or 13, where the government can propagandize the American people, and that coincided with these. You're probably watching this video on a cell phone. These things being in everybody's pocket. There's a mind virus, whether it's government gets instigated, whether it's foreign instigated, whether it is just certain pocket agendas. whether it's a conspiracy or a standalone complex where it's just lots of people individually wanting the same thing, it has progressed, ironically enough, to this point. It's a mind virus. It's spreading into people, into institutions. They reinforce it with each other. So there's no, this place needs somebody like me, like telling them, like that they're wrong, and it's inevitably going to happen. I'm literally just finished day 2, so we're still getting like the orientation stuff, but I mean their orientation is not something I wanted to be oriented to, frankly. But I'm here, and to walk away like literally tomorrow. I mean, I'm basically writing off $1,000, and I don't want to do that. I mean, I can afford to do that. I frankly would rather not. If I leave on the 20th, then I'll have at least made a little more than my money back. But it's hard. Like the thought of waking up in the morning and going into day 3 of this cultural rift. It's not a mere difference of opinion. Like they're doing and they're doing things that I objectively think are wrong. They're doing it on the taxpayer dollar, and they're doing it to veterans. And there's no doubt in my mind that some of them actually probably provide decent care to immediate veteran needs. And certainly veterans that agree with them ideologically, how many of them there are, I don't know, probably feel affirmed that this woke stuff is the dominant narrative. But I think this woke stuff is objectively bad for everyone, whether they agree with it or not. So the fact that this government, this quasi-government religious body is giving it to people is awful. And I'm at a loss for words. I feel the need to document this moment. I don't want to ramble too long because I have not fully collected all of my thoughts on this yet. But yeah, this is the situation I'm in. This is where I'm at with it at the end of day 2, and I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of these people. I've done scarier stuff with and against scarier people. But it's just not. It's not an environment where I'm going to thrive in. It's not an environment where I feel like I'm going to be like capable of doing ministry and cooperating as a member of a team. It's just all wrong. It's just everywhere I look, it's just wrong. It's degenerate and disgusting, and fallacy. This presentism fallacy of whatever's old is bad and whatever's new is good, and we're just going to rush and embrace every new thing as it comes. It's just all bad. And if I thought I could be there, and this is not going to be my attempt, if I thought I could be there and be the voice of sanity, I could try to do that. And that's going to be like my take for as long as I can manage to stay here. But as many of you know, and many of you have had similar experiences, this whole please prove me wrong, please, I don't want to be right, like let's try to do this thing and hope for the best. How many times have we seen that just it doesn't go that way? Like the suspicion on this kind of stuff, like plenty of people have plenty of suspicions that don't pan out. But when it comes to this progressive, woke, leftist stuff, yesterday's conspiracy theory is tomorrow's fact. Yesterday's suspicions are proven true tomorrow, time and time and time again. And I think the tipping point today for me was when like a trans kid's like talking point came up, and I'm like, y'all, this is the VA. Every one of our patients is an adult. Every one of our patients has served in the like. There's no room. There's no reason to talk about trans kids anything unless you have an agenda to push. And so they can tell me, oh, we're not going to be political. We're not going to talk politics. But when you got gay flags everywhere, you're talking all this trans stuff, you got your pronouns in your bio, that stuff is innately political. So if you're going to put all your politics in my face, but anytime I say anything about my political perspective, oh, that, well, we don't talk politics, you know, I can't be the voice of sanity. I don't have the power to say my piece, you know, without, you know, this, it's a structured environment, you know, I'm not the boss. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, but more to come, because this is new to me and it's wild. I mean, it's not conceptually new to me, but this experience, I'm new into this experience, and I don't know where it's going, but I cannot imagine it's going to be anywhere good. So I guess this is the beginning of me documenting it. Thanks for your time.